Hey guys, in today's video, we're discussing the amazing survey which deemed artists completely non-essential, and we also got word from the company which actually conducted the whole survey, so that's big. And following that, we have the ultimate BEEHOON drama with one of Singapore's influencers. Is BEEHOON worth publicly shaming your helper? Seems to be the main question today. Coming right up. Hey guys, hope all of you are doing well. I think that was something which was missing out throughout all the videos that I was doing. You know, a short introduction over what's going to be covered throughout the entire video, because I don't think I've been saying it like what is going to what will appear in the video. So I thought that would be good. When it comes to the thumbnail, right, I can only take like the most interesting thing and then leave it as a thumbnail, because you know it's part and parcel of the YouTube game. So there's no way that I can put everything in one thumbnail and say that, you know, this is what, and same goes to the title as well. And yeah, so that's the introduction, I guess. It's gonna be something which carries out, so I thought that was good. Okay, yeah, the survey, right? Let's jump right in. So the survey, right, caused the biggest hoo-ha for like a certain period of time, and I knew that I had to and wanted to speak about this already. It's just that I wanted to wait a couple of days out to see if you know, there were better sources to take information from, because first impressions are always, you know, it sparks out from emotion, so I can't possibly put that out. That won't make sense because I won't have anything to refer to, right? Like, I also made a video on IGTV and I said it before and I'll say it again and I'll continue saying it, right? When it comes to art, be it art, dance, any form of art, all kinds of art, music, entertainment, dance, you know, literally drawing artists, anything that got to do with that, right, is just completely out of the topic. It just becomes it's just not even considered. Yeah, we can say that it won't even be considered in a sense. And also, when it comes to surveys like this, it is so crucial for us to understand how is it being conveyed to people. From the surveyor to the surveyee, how is it being conveyed? What are the questions being asked? How is it structural, the whole structural wise of the survey? How is it being put forward to the person taking the survey? Because if we don't understand that, we will not know how the end product, or rather how did they come down to this results, right? So that is what I was actually waiting for, and with that came a fantastic Facebook post, because I managed to find this person called Yan Ning, was it? Let me just check. Yeah, Yan Ning. He was one of the 1,000 people who actually took the survey, and he made the post as to how it was being portrayed to them. So let's have a look at that. Okay, so he starts off by saying that he was one of the 1,000 who did the survey, obviously. So here's where we start to understand a little bit further as to how the structure of the survey was. Okay, so he said that we weren't told the purpose of the survey is a frivolous article. It came off like it was a government survey trying to suss out if they should implement some sort of minimum wage. And come on, when you place people who handles a garbage disposal next to an artist, how can I rank both as equally essential? Which I agree with him, right? Because again, it is so crucial for us to know how it was put towards the people taking the survey, because it makes so much of difference to whatever the option which is being chosen. In this case, we can understand that it was being put across, the message was put across that the government was actually it was like a government survey trying to suss out if they should implement some sort of minimum wage. So let's say I'm walking down the street, right, and somebody comes up to me and say that, hi, I'm taking a survey, and they put the message across that the description of the survey is actually, my understanding of it is they are wanting to know if they should put a minimum wage for jobs, and then they give me two options, artist and garbage cleaner. Anybody in the right mind will obviously choose the garbage cleaner, right? Because we know that they are the one earning like super less, being underpaid and so on and so forth. It's almost the same thing here, that if this was what the understanding was for majority of the people taking the survey, then it makes sense as to why they chose a certain jobs compared to an artist, right? So we are starting to understand where and how the entire survey was being done. So let's move on. Okay, so this is the second part. The second part, he said that in my mind, there were also a distinction between a pure artist and a designer when I was doing the survey. I thought about performance artists who sat in an exhibit holding people's hands, or people who painted on an easel. You see, in his mind, it went through, like he even had the thought about the different kind of artists, because art, let's be honest, art is if this is art, there's like entire branches of mind map, not mind map. So many of us, including myself, I only happened to find out after I read a couple of stuff that these 1,000 people who actually took the survey, the age group was 16 and above. So I will guess that they broke them up into different age group of people, right? So we have the younger crowd, then we have the middle age group, and then we have the seniors. So the younger age group, obviously putting something like this to them, I don't think I mean, if when I was 16, if this was put to me, I probably won't think too much. I'll probably like just like and then just like get it done. So the middle age group is like people like us who are actually trying to understand things like this. And also Yan Ning, also I'm guessing he probably is in the middle age group as well. So we tend to think about different kind of art and how it affects, and there's so many elements involved, right? And then we have the seniors. When we put a term like artist towards the senior citizens, they just completely, it won't even be up for a debate. I mean, it won't even be considered, let alone a debate. So you see, these are just very minor details which contributes to the major aspect to the end result of the entire survey. Right, and then he also said, with regards to the minimum wage impression, I also didn't feel inclined to pick workers who were already more appreciated in their day-to-day essential. But here's the thing, the important thing here is with regards to the minimum wage impression. Again, how is it put towards them? What is their understanding as to how they're supposed to do the survey matters a lot, because you can clearly see if he didn't think it is anything to do with the minimum wage or anything to do with that, he would have chosen accordingly to how the message was put across. So again, let's go back all the way up, and what we need to know, what we should pick up from this article was, it came off like it was a government survey trying to suss out if they should implement some sort of minimum wage. And that is one of the major things which contributed to the end result. So I thought after seeing this entire post by him, I thought that, you know, it was enough source for me to refer to and make this video. But I came across the entire debrief from, I don't know how to say their name, Milieu. What is it? I'm just gonna Google it. Wait, let me. Milieu, okay. Milieu Institute, they released an update themselves. So let's just quickly run through that, because they are the one who actually conducted the whole survey. So okay, so the specifications of the entire survey. Okay, so 1,000 people took it. This is where I got my number also. It said that, you know, age 16 and above, and 19 questions, they had approximately 5 minutes each person. So here's where it gets very juicy, very juicy. So they told us, it's written here how exactly they put the description towards the people taking the survey. Okay, they say that understandably much of the focus has been on data points related to essential versus non-essential jobs, and we'd like to offer clarity on how exactly these questions were asked. And that is what we all want to know, or rather I want to know for this video especially. Okay, so they say in this survey we are going to be asking your opinion about essential workers in Singapore. Okay, by essential workers we mean someone who is engaged in work deemed necessary to meet basic needs of human survival and well-being, such as food, health, safety and cleaning. Now take note of the important words of how they put it forward. Okay, they say to meet basic needs of human survival and well-being, food, health, safety and cleaning. Again, don't forget, this is in context to a pandemic happening, not on a normal day, not on anything. During a pandemic, to meet basic needs of human survival and well-being. Okay, with that being said, and then given the job list of all this, you know, artist, cleaner and so on and so forth, they selected, of course, 101%, you know, doctor, nurse, garbage collector, what else is there, you know, a hawker and things like that. These jobs are 100% needed, or rather in this case essential, during a pandemic. 100%, no doubt about it. Here's where I completely just lost it. Look at this, okay. It said here, this means the respondents were allowed to select as many or as few options from each list they saw fit. There was also no cap placed on how many options they were allowed to select, i.e. they could select all or none. Okay, then look at here. Okay, question number 2 is now select which of these remaining jobs you think are absolutely non-essential. This means 71%? Yeah, 71% of them, when asked this question, okay, madam or sir, please tick the jobs which are non-essential. Artists. Straight away artists. I wouldn't even be surprised some of them are just because this question was being asked, all they tick was artists and then they just chow. Because they could select as many or none, right? I just don't understand why did so many people choose artists as non-essential and make it like the top. Like, how did it appear at the top of the list? 71% actually selected artists as non-essential. And I think that is where a lot of people are furious about it. We don't need to be in the top most essential people. Heck, I don't think we even need to be somewhere around there. But we don't deserve to be in the top number 1 ranking person of the non-essential chart. Like, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? This just comes to show really what the term artist and art has, like what type of impact or what do you call that? So how much of a supportive ladder there is when it comes to artists and art for Singaporeans. So that is what I was completely lost about, why people actually selected artists when they could have not, right? Like, I guess I put my point across. I don't think that we deserve to be in the top charts of the non-essential list. Again, they did not rank it. I understand these were not according to ranks, but it's only because people chose artists as non-essential, that is why it became number 1, right? So I don't think that was I didn't understand that part. Then after that, they also said that, where was it? Oh, we also noted a critique of other questions in survey that dealt with whether Singaporeans think essential workers should be paid more, or if they would be willing to pay more for services if they knew the additional money went towards the workers. This was just a complete, I don't know, I just completely think this was just absolute bullshit. Okay, let me show you why. Here is the survey numbers, I guess. So Singaporeans, right? Jobs I don't want to do. Top of the list, garbage collector. Second one, guess what? Construction worker. Oh wait, who is our construction worker and garbage collector in Singapore? Oh my god, it's the people that I always question when something good happens to them. And it's so clear that Singaporeans don't want to do this type of thing. And then when something small, such a small thing happened for the foreign workers, no way, whoa. It's like no way. And 51% of them said that even if they triple the money, they will not take the job. Yet, if anything happened here in Singapore, they are like, oh no, let's they are kari lah, they are foreign worker. Fuck off, man. That was just shit. And then this one was like, would I pay more for essential sorry, would I pay more for essential services if the extra amount would go to the workers such as cleaners and security guards? This is actually referring to the list, right? Like this particular list over here. Wait, hold on. Like this list, right? Like it's is this big? Oh wait, hold on. Okay, this survey is actually referring to this list, right? Asking if these people here are being paid, will this group of people pay more? Oh, they're like, oh yeah, 45%. Oh, I'll pay 10%. Oh, I'll pay 20%. Because I just don't believe in this, because I think that many of them just answered in relevance to this because it was the survey, and oh, will I pay? Oh yeah, I will. I think I will. But when they implement it, they'll be like, oh fuck, what the fuck? Why I must pay some more? All in all, with this survey, really, I like to say, in Singapore, art and artists are just completely undervalued and underappreciated. I can't even emphasize that more. People would rather choose them to be non-essential than not to choose anything at all. Art is like, to people, in various form of art, the support system in Singapore is just shit. People, it is just not part of society, at least not yet, I guess. People are still in the mindset of, you have to get the certificate and get a job in relevance to that. If not, success is only dependent on that one variable, which isn't the case. It's just a complete whole debate. To me, I think that's absolute bullshit. I think there's many ways to go about it, but it is just not something which is being accepted here in Singapore yet, and I think it very clearly shows with everything that we've seen. And secondly, I think it's very important for us to understand the way when a survey is being put forward to somebody. The essential list is completely, there's just nothing wrong with it. Of course, doctors and nurses and all of the important people, they do deserve their credit, 100%. Nobody is saying anything about that. But to me, and this is my opinion on the entire thing, that artists don't deserve to be in the top of the charts of the non-essential side, because there is just so much more that they contribute than people think. Again, I don't think that any job is meant to be like non-essential. Every single job or whatever that you do, everybody contributes one way or another, right? Just recent times when we had the BLM campaign together with the pandemic going on, there was so much of information coming out everywhere, and social media was just at its peak, right? And at that point of time, not everybody was fit enough to take in so much at a go, and everybody had to turn to art to get their mental wellness like fixed. Not even fixed, like to stay healthy mentally. Everybody had to turn to their form of art, and I think that was a very good example of how art came into play at such a crucial time. Let me know what you guys think about it. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure many of y'all have your own views after you guys saw this article, so I'm very curious to know about that also. So yeah, now let's go on to some BEEHOON drama. Yeah, so the famous influencer and the BEEHOON problem. I think many of y'all knew that I was sick, right? And when I saw this, I went like, what the fuck? What influencer? What BEEHOON? What the hell's going on? So apparently this person, Jessica Low, she had a very big feud with her maid over half a plate of BEEHOON. Yeah, pretty interesting. So this is a message the maid sent over to Jessica, right? She said, oh, this is the BEEHOON, by the way. Okay lah, looks like there is, what is this, crab or lobster influencers. They are rich, you know, who they eat like lobster BEEHOON or whatever. Maybe that's why she got angry lah. But let's see. Okay, so the maid said, I just take half bowl of the BEEHOON without the prawn or crab. She even took it. So basically, she just took the noodle, just the noodle itself. Not even, don't have prawn, don't have crab, just the BEEHOON itself. Then this problem escalated until it became like a theft, a stealing problem, because you took my BEEHOON without my permission. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's so fucking cringe, right? Like, ugh. So we went on, and then Jessica said this. See the time in the photo when you cook fried rice, you can just cook extra for yourself. Why didn't you instead of stealing my food? Taking something without permission that doesn't belong to you is stealing. It's half a plate of BEEHOON lah. I mean, you're I don't know what to say. It's BEEHOON. It's And then she said, right, not just help you to cook, I also clean. I just take half bowl the BEEHOON without permission. You also not happy. So you mean I cook again another food while I just finished cooking 2 packet BEEHOON? You see, as the conversation go on, it just seems to me the employer and the employee don't seem to be on good terms at all. Like, they seem to have some kind of like the fire between them, that both of them, are like enemies. It's not like a working together kind of scenario, right? And then Jessica posted this on her Insta story. She said that, I can't believe what I just read. Yesterday after cooking crab, it's like the more I say the word BEEHOON, the more it becomes like so funny. Like, it's a BEEHOON problem lah. I went into the kitchen around 8 PM, so I was sneakily eating a bowl of BEEHOON. So I saw it, got irritated, and asked her, because she didn't ask whether or not she could have some. But here's the thing, right? She said that Jessica said, next time can you just ask before you take something? And I think this is where like her ego got a bit hurt, because the maid replied apparently in an aggressive tone, saying that you have so much, what's the problem? I eat a little bit also, cannot man. So I think when the maid replied like that, and with the not in good terms, I think she probably got like, her ego got hurt, like what the fuck, like talk properly lah, you want to talk properly, like that kind of thing. And then and then when we went on, and then this was I was done when I saw this. She was like, you won't believe what it's just, I think she just lost it. She went 100% savage at this point of time. Jessica like just was like, fuck this, like I'm going all in, like Insta story, put everything and just blast it off. She explained, basically she just explained here that she could have cooked for herself, but she didn't. Instead, she waited until 9 PM to have the BEEHOON. I think, I'm not sure what's the thing there, but she said the rice and the egg free flow she can eat anytime. Then she went on to say, you want to eat my BEEHOON because it looks delicious? Sure, it's true, I have a lot. Please, if she had asked nicely, I would have offered her tiger prawns and crabs. Oh, fucking bloody generous, man. So generous. Oh my god. I want to offer my helper, who does so much of things in my house. Just, if she asked, I would have given her prawns and crabs. Isn't that something she could have just like took and ate? I mean, like, I don't know, I'm taking it on my perspective, right? Like, if it's any kind of food and if the helper wants to eat, I'll be like, oh, definitely help yourself. Like, what is just makan? What cannot share and share the love, man? Like, that's why I don't get this. I don't get why is this such a huge problem, to be honest, right? And oh my god, look at the amount of rent she did. Then she went to tell you another joke. The previous time I cooked this, I gave some to my grandma. She took a photo and then she started saying, like, she sent to my mother, living. Oh my god, there was so much of. She said, the last time I made this exact dish, I offered it to her with prawns and crab. That apparently it's a winning point for Jessica that I give her before, with prawns and crab. And if she had asked, I also would have given her with tiger prawn and crab. She take half a bowl of BEEHOON already. You're getting so angry. I think she. Fuck, man, I don't know. And then this was the last thing that I saw, and then I was like, yeah, fuck, I'm not looking at more stuff already. The maid took half a bowl of BEEHOON, and I think Jessica got her ego hurt here and there because of how the conversation was going on between both of them. And she went to put this on Insta story. She went to Google peaceful energy and said things like, oh, I need to breathe, I need to meditate, I got high blood pressure, she's trying to kill me, must not let her win. And I mean, even though this is sarcastic, it's just a bit like over exaggeration already, right? Like, come on lah, like, just messed up. Then she went on to take a photo and then explain more and put a clown emoji, and this was just completely uncalled for, if you ask me. It's just, I don't know why she did that, but I don't know. And it went on. Look at this. I'm obviously not going to go through everything, but I told you after that meditation post, I was done. Look all the way, all the way. Some more, no. Oi! Woo! Look! Some more! How long have I been scrolling? Like a couple of seconds, and look! Even Mothership ended off with that was Mothership ended off with saying, look, they said that was long, and I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, that was long. Oh my god! I didn't expect this. I just completely didn't expect this. Influencer and a BEEHOON and a maid problem. This was just completely caught me by surprise, to be honest. What second wave? I was supposed to say second wave, but phase 2 has started. Everybody started going out, this and that. It's back to how it was. But last I checked, I think the numbers were relatively quite low. Just hoping that as we move on, the numbers don't from here go all the way there, and then we all kena problem. Okay, but they probably won't lah. They probably won't. You know why? Because elections are coming. By the way, also we have tons of new people in the channel that subscribe to it. So thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. The support really means a lot. Regardless of where you found the channel, be it Instagram, be it on YouTube itself, wherever, right? Thank you all so much for supporting it. Continue to support the channel as well. You can do that by first step, if you're watching this right now, you can like this video and subscribe to the channel. I don't know whether is it here or here. You can like this video and subscribe to the channel first. You can also follow me on Instagram, because I think we engage there throughout the entire week before I actually put out YouTube videos. So follow me on Instagram, like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. It actually helps in the YouTube algorithm a lot. It helps a lot. Just by one like and subscribing to the channel, it actually does a huge help. So thank you all so much for subscribing. With that, I think I'm pretty much off to take some anorex and head back to sleep. This has been my best friend for the... Oh, it's not focusing, but it's X-Oil lah. It's X-Oil, Mina Kapak. You all know Mina Kapak. It's been my best friend for past couple of days lah. So thank you all so much for watching until here. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram, and I'll catch you all next week. Peace.